What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are going to get all the loot in the sparkling Christmas Eve event. I already prepared that for a fair bit. If we take a look at that, already done the VIP XP part, 5-star heroes and the awakenings. By the way, I tried to make a video that was really horrible. Like wait, I can actually show you that. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Look at that. I think those were my most horrible summons I've ever done. Like 2E minus, 2E, 3E plus. And the best one was actually a D. And then here there's nothing. SSS would have been great, but sadly did not happen. I did not quite have enough Vulcan copies to actually max the rest. But then again, I don't know why, but they made this really bad. Usually there was like a sublimation chest in here, and I wouldn't even have gone for it if I had seen that there is none this time. There is no sublimation chest here, and there is no no fan in this artifact chest, so that is really a horrible awakening event this time, and I have no idea why. It's just straight up worse than last times. But what we really need to do are 1,500 scrolls, and again we have a bunch of backspace, but it's like 400, obviously that's not enough, so we have to build some stuff in between. Vulcan is our prayer hero. We obviously hope for a bunch of Vulcan copies, and I would say just let's go. And the topic I want to talk with you guys about while we do those scrolls is really the loss of excitement about this, which sounds a bit stupid considering I just do scrolls, but like there is barely anything we hope for here. I mean, the one thing I truly would want would be the avatar. The avatar for not getting any 5-star copy in, I think it is 200 summons, which is nearly impossible during a summoning event. We are now at 140, I believe. And on 150 we get it. So it's like nearly impossible to get this avatar during a summoning event, as the chances are still rather high to get 5 stars. But there is just nothing that we really hope for. Like, of course, 1 or 2 more Vulcan copies would be nice, but it's like not game breaking if we don't get them and then we get like a Michelle. But obviously nowadays you really have this. So it's a little bit different for a newer account really, where you still need 5 stars, where you still really need the food. But on those older accounts, this is really no longer like a gacha mechanic that is really interesting and exciting. There are other gacha mechanics in this game, like course, if you go for Fate, it can still be exciting, though I think it lost some of its appeal as well. And I think the newest gacha mechanic that is really cool in this game is like the star spawns, re-rolling the asset, the star for the star spawns. That is really cool. But Prophet Op and Heroic Scrolls really used to be something. That used to be like something that was worthwhile streaming, that you could hype up, that is like really cool if somebody did like 1,500 summons and suddenly in between you pulled a horoscopy. And nowadays that is just not the same. If I wanted a horoscopy, I go to my bag, I go to my chests, I click a button and I get a horoscopy. I get whichever copy I want. And arguably the game has become a better game ever since. I remember the times when we tried to do summonings, when we tried to get copies and everything, and you would wait days and days, hoping that one day you might just get the next copy to maybe make your penny E3 or something. And obviously it was big fun whenever we got such a copy, but to be honest, I rather build a lot of heroes. So let's build some 4 stars. Heroic Scrolls tend to give you a lot of 3-star copies, so I often summon my 4 stars in between, use the 3 stars and free up some backspace. That way, I think we can do that. I think we do 150. No, 150, like this. And usually that saves me a bunch of 3 stars. It's really the same for Prophet Ops. I think last time I did them during a stream, and while I was doing the stream I really noticed like, okay, you're just clicking it through. And ever since I've done them alone, and yeah, you just click the button and wait for the time when you're done with it, and mostly I decide for Abyss. And the next fun thing is I don't even use the food. It's like I don't even use the food. I used to need the food, obviously, when the account was a little bit smaller, but nowadays it's just like it goes into my bag. And the limiting factor is no longer the food. It is profit, not profit zone. How are they called? No, I forgot the name of it. Let's have a look. I like it so much I even forget how it's called. Hero Promotion Stones. Hero Promotion Stones really limited. It's like I could build 20 E5s or something if I had the Hero Promotion Stones. Next summon Vulcan. And there he is. With the pity timer. That didn't exist earlier, by the way, as well. In the early days when I started playing Idle Heroes, there was no pity timer. Either you were lucky or you weren't. It used to be about the same, but I think the introduction of the pity timer was really great, because I remember some people getting like 2 copies and 2,000 scrolls, and obviously that sucks if you build up scrolls, if you saved up scrolls to build a new hero, and then you summon and you just don't even remotely get enough copies. And today, when you save 2,000 scrolls, you definitely have the hero. You have like 8 copies from 2,000 scrolls, and then you get 1 more from like a chest or something, or are lucky and get 1 more, and then you're mostly good and can build yourself an E5 version of any given new hero. So in that sense, it has gotten better. It has become a little bit more foreseeable. You can expect what you get, and I really like that. Still, the appeal of the gacha mechanic, of course, has been lost. I think we summoned enough 4 stars, though. Let's just rip our 3 stars. Get some more of that material so that we can continue summoning, because we still have quite a few scrolls ahead. It's like 900 scrolls still. Rogue scrolls always takes a bit of time. I think Heroic Scrolls is still a bit more interesting than Prophet Ops. Prophet Ops is nowadays is really bad. I mostly do it for the events, if there is like a special event or something associated with it, but like a regular Prophet Sum is just not worth it. You get so many 3 and 4 stars, or just some shards for 5 stars, some from Prophet Ops. It's just not worth it. Gems, after all. A lot of ways to spend gems. But then again, I have to say, you don't even have to spend gems for Prophet Ops anymore. Way back, like 2017, 2018, you really needed to buy Prophet Ops. If you only wanted to do regular Prophet Ops events, you really needed to spend those 500 gems every day and get yourself a Prophet Orb. And nowadays, it's not really something that you need to do. A lot of more sources for Prophet Ops, like you get them from PvP game modes a lot. Those reward you with a bunch of Prophet Orbs, and then we have, in general, a higher income of those. And I give them out in events in like 10 packs. I think there are like 2 10 drops or something in this Christmas event alone. And you can buy them from Aspen Dungeon, and there are a lot of sources for those. So if you want to complete an event for Prophet Ops, that is mostly free, and I think that is rather right that the age went that way and made this no longer a main part of the game. It's our first triple pull, actually. And pretty cool heroes. Saya, Waldeck, well, not so much Emily, but Saya and Waldeck are pretty nice. Saya, one of those assassins. Pretty sad, by the way. I quite like Saya. I thought she might be really cool for a secondary team. But she always suffered like from a critical weakness against SQH. SQH is like a hero that really murders Saya. She tends to hit like nearly the whole enemy team with every active skill, and that just kills her. And that is really not that great. She does like a secondary hit against all mesmerized enemies, and that just counts like a real hit and triggers SQH and all those SQH counterattacks, and is quite horrible. And basically she dies in 1 or 2 turns against strong teams. So yeah, can't really make her survive. Another Vulcan, I think that was another one on the pity timer. That one definitely was not on the pity timer. Back-to-back Vulcan here. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. I mean, those moments are still pretty cool. We were talking about the gacha mechanic losing its appeal. You just don't expect this. When it has happened, of course, it's great. But I would say like it's like 1 in maybe 10 heroic summoning events that I do that I have cool moment where I get like back-to-back summons of a new hero or a hero I want to get. That usually just doesn't happen. Okay, let's use the quick upgrade feature to build some more heroes here. There's always a light hero in there. It's quite interesting. And that didn't really free up a whole lot of slots. And most of the heroes we summon are 3 stars, so just by summoning 4 stars we naturally clean them up. But then again, I must be careful not to summon too many 4 stars or 5 stars in general, because there is a stupid whale problem really. If I were to summon all my food and all my 5 stars, my back would be blocked. And I would need to wait to get more hero promotion stones to actually free up my back. And that is kind of a stupid problem. But it happened to me once, and ever since I've become a little bit more careful with it. To not have too many 5 stars in the back. And I kind of hate it, to be honest. There are like 3 or 4 heroes I want to build right now, and just those hero promotion stones really block me from it. There's like no real natural way to get it. What did we do to get an achievement? Oh, we got it! We got it! I didn't notice. Oh, we have to have add some... Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's so great. We got the avatar. Damn! During the event I talked about how impossible that was. Let's equip that. Let's equip that. That's like an avatar I really wanted. That's so cool, and that looks so great. Oh, that's not aligned. Ah! It's not aligned. If that was aligned, that would be so cool. That's like 2 pixels off or something, and I can see it. Oh! Can you see it as well? Oh, it looks horrible. I will try not to look at it. I have to equip this avatar and I have to equip this frame. Oh, I love it. And there is another avatar afterwards. And this one is cool as well. And there is one after that. I saw one guy on S48 on the server I met on Android. And he did like his first heroic summon event. And he got the avatar after this one for like 400 consecutive heroic summons without a 5-star. Are we still on streak? Wait. Are we still on streak? Let me have a look. No, so we did that before here. I didn't even notice the time when we got those consecutive summons without a 5-star. Oh, another Vulcan. We get really lucky during this event. We get really lucky during the event. I tried to explain to you guys how this is no longer an appealing gacha mechanic. It's like the game is screwing with me. But it's fun. It's fun. I think it's good for the video, but I think you get my point. It's like the game is screwing with me, but I think the point was described. And you can tell me your opinion about it in the game. Are you hyped to do Prophet Ops? Are you hyped to do Heroic Scrolls? Because I certainly remember being hyped, and I certainly remember the time when I pressed every single time I pressed on this button, I hoped there was like the next penny or something in there, and I was really hyped for every single copy that could turn up. But there are like barely any positive results, and I think we saw every possible positive result during this video, which is fun in a way. I really like that. It's kind of cool to get the avatar during a video. I thought about even not making, to be honest. I thought about not even making this video, as I wasn't sure if I even want to show Heroic Scrolls anymore, or if we keep a distance from that. I think we need to keep 330 scrolls, so still a little bit, but not too many. So like 250 more pulls, that would be. So not enough to get the next avatar. Oh, and another Vulcan. We actually get quite lucky with the Vulcans, I have to say. Not at the beginning, but right now, we can definitely do that. I wonder how many Vulcans we actually got. I mean, we still have to collect all the event loot, right? I mean, that is still something we need to do, so the video will take, it will be quite a long video, actually. It's like nearly long enough to make a proper live stream out of it. But honestly, it's Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you guys. I think I didn't say it in the beginning. Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you, if you celebrate Christmas, have a nice time. I certainly had. I at the restaurant today, ate something nice, but I have to say, it's like Christmas is never really relaxing time for me. It's like always a bit stressful. I saw a statistic, by the way, that in Germany, and I'm German if you guys didn't notice yet, the people spend nearly the most amount of money on Christmas compared to other countries. I think there were like 2 countries above us, I didn't even notice. That we over celebrate Christmas that much. So okay, our last summon here. Can we get another Vulcan here? Oh, but we got 2 5-stars. I can live with that. So let's collect all of our loot here. And I'm wondering how many Vulcans we actually got. We got 3 in here. And this one was already there. And another... So we got 9 Vulcan copies in 1,500 scrolls. That is lucky. That is lucky. And what I was about to say was... during Christmas I never really get to relax. It's always quite a stressful time. Families around. And all the people are there. And you have like one thing to do after the other. You just got back from the restaurant, and then suddenly you're going to eat some cake and drink coffee and something with the family, and then the neighbors are maybe even joining, and it's all a little bit stressful. And it's like then like the small calm before there is New Year. Like there is like 27th around there. When it gets a little bit calmer, then I really get to relax, and I really like this time. So now let's click on here, and with that we really got all of the building blocks, and now we can start building Santa Claus here. The loot for that, by the way, that is the resource we will use in the regular Transcendence release event shop. And then basically what you see in front here, this is all the stuff that is basically on top for it being Christmas event. I mean, it's not really substantial, but we certainly take 100,000 Christoph Transcendence and Stellar and some other stuff, and even 200 million gold, so that is rather nice. Okay, so we drag it. By the way, there is an explanation for that. They put that in here. I quite like that. So we take that and we pull it here, and then we confirm, and then we build Santa. Which is, I think the idea for the event is rather cool. It's not like a spectacular thing, but I like that they did little bits of something special, put some effort into it, and now we have this building block thing here, and can build our own Santa Claus with those blocks. A completion reward, by the way, also quite nice. It's not bad. 100 master toolboxes, can certainly do that. The reward from completing everything, though, I mean, that's not too impressive. Only thing worth knowing is there is the Gilded Purple Fan in this artifact box. I'm not quite sure if we want that. I mean, there is the option in this event to indeed get a full Gilded Purple Fan once again, because we can go in here, and it's not that, it's this one. And in this one, there is also the Gilded Purple Fan. You can collect this 3 times. So you can get an entire splendid Gilded Purple Fan during this event. I think we go for Essence Sublimation, though, once again. We can't use Spiritual Essence, so it's Essence Sublimation, I guess, all the way. And I think it will be the same for this one. I'm rather waiting for the day where we can get this from the shop or some other way, or some more generally available artifact selection chests, other than artifact selection chests that are somehow valued the same as sublimation chests, which in my opinion still give us more impact on the game. Let's check this out. So 400,000 CI materials are obviously great. 180 million Spirit on the other hand. I would have wished for more here. It's like 400 million would have been great. Yeah, but we definitely take the CI. The CI is obviously great. And it is one more part to build, if I'm not wrong, or is this the same amount? I wouldn't know. This is a festival skin selection chest, so probably includes everything again. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I like that they put those in the event with the Arania skin here, and we have all the Transcendent skins in here as well. Even and all the event limited skins here as well. The only thing I really hate is for the Amazon series, because we wanted to get the Christmas limited Evil Santa Krampus skin, and I'm quite sure we can't get that, because that is the only way to get it. To build this Christmas tree, we would need to build this entire house, this entire center, and this entire center. How much does it cost? It's like 130, and then we would need another, that's 90, that's another 80, so we are at 160, 200, so we need 330. And yeah, 330 is not even possible free to play. It's like 180 is the max free to play. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I would really hope to get the skin for us. 20 super wishing coins, man, that's not bad. What is that, a misclick? During some time during this event, I really think there were some misclicks in there. Like, can't tell me that's 15k dust. That's like one reroll. We can use that up soon. Let's use that up. Let's stop this and then use all of that dust up in a second. We just got all of that dust. We go here, and that's one reroll exactly. So we do that. We didn't get any proper stones, so that was all loot. Thanks, great. I don't know. Sometimes really you think that they just put any number in here without thinking, because that dust is not worth anything. And certainly not worth being in this event. So it should have been 150k. At least give it some impact. I take the 5 soul symbols though. It's not a whole, it's not a big amount, but we definitely take that because I can use any soul symbol that I can get. Because the Age still didn't introduce any reset feature for the trees for us. I saw some people say, by the way, that I told you guys that the Age was going to put in a reset feature by now. What I said was there are rumors that by Halloween they wanted to do something like this. I don't have any contact to the Age. They didn't tell me like, yeah, by Halloween we are going to put it in there. They answered this apparently to some tickets that people wrote and asked them about this. I saw a screenshot of that, but yeah, they didn't stick to it. They didn't want to do it. So in the end, that is great loot though. In the end, we still sit here without any reset feature, and that quite sucks, I have to say. That quite sucks. It's quite annoying in my opinion. Because every single day that passes, I get less of those soul symbols, and now we are at the point where creating content actually is becoming hard. And I have to think about what I can do. Like, just being able to have Vulcan now. That took planning. I had to think about which events do I do to have 10 soul symbols by now, so that I can swap some hero over to have sublimations ready to test Vulcan with sublimations. And I think that is just so annoying. Let's check out the loot here, by the way. I didn't really do that. That is nice. Orange exclusive artifact, 400k toolboxes, we take that. 40 master toolboxes are right, and the rest is pretty standard. But it's loot on top, I guess. I mean, we often did the Transcendence release event on my account. So getting loot on top, I mean, who am I to complain? So that is rather great. Let's claim our chest here. And with that, we really got all of the loot. And let's get, we definitely want a core. So we buy a core now. Then we have 3 of those. And I think we are indeed going to go for sublimation chests here as well. 3 of them. There is just no other loot for us that makes sense. I really don't want to go for a second Gilded Purple Fanra. Now I hardly found a use for the first one. Not because it's a bad artifact, just because I don't have the build for it. But having one is certainly good. So we take 4 CI chests as well. And somebody apparently is doing fireworks outside. Well, that's illegal in Germany at this time. So 396k here. We got where are our core chests? There. Core chests. What we need are actually 4 of those. Let's upgrade this. 2 entire Starring Jara cores, and then we can go to my Starring Jara and actually make her core noble, because that is something I was still missing. Noble core for Starring Jara. And do we get some sort of achievement for that? We do. We do. It's so annoying that this is not retroactive, the checking what I've had on my account, because like obtain 1 Transcendent Heroes primary core of origin, that's not even for noble. And then we have 3 heroes primary core of origin, like, yeah, okay. I have more than 3 noble cores, so just give me the loot. We will get it sooner or later, but certainly it's very annoying, I have to say. In any way, I think we now got all of the loot. We can use... Oh, alert! Good that we have Perfect Smash. Saves so much time. I love Perfect Smash. Perfect Smash is like so great. 48 cores in here, so that's quite nice. Let's skip the cutscene. It's guidance anyway. On my account, it's always guidance. I can't go for Fate on this one. I mean, some people do, some whales even do it. I personally don't really like going for Fate here. I just want my consistent sphere and just use that for Stella and be happy with it. And I want to know when I get the next one. And that is the main point of it. And when I know that I get the next sphere, I get kind of happy. That is still rather cool. Even though I obviously deactivate any gacha mechanic that is available here with it. But yeah, guys. That was all the loot. Tell me what you think about the Christmas event. I think most people didn't like it because there wasn't too much free-to-play loot aside from the socks in here, and of course the slot machine that we already checked out. And we have 20 more pulls. But yeah, I think there were better events in the past that rewarded better loot for free-to-play players as well. This one, not so much, even though it was a decent event, I think, for Wales. Strange combination with the release of the Transcendence Hero, but whatever. Maybe tell me something about the gacha mechanic stuff we were talking about during the heroic sums as well. And also if you got the avatar here already, the avatar that we just got, this beautiful thing that is 2 pixels set to the left. Still very annoying. And with that, guys, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and we will see us in the next one.